This is Q61 to Woodside Northern Boulevard Station. This stop is Palmetto Street and Wyckoff Avenue. Transfers available to Q55, B54 and B52. Next stop, Palmetto Street and Cypress Avenue. Transfer available to Q58. Next stop, Palmetto Street and Seneca Avenue. Transfers available to the M train and B38. Next stop, Palmetto Street and Forest Avenue. Transfer available to B13. Next stop, Forest Avenue and Gates Avenue. Transfer available to Q39. Next stop, Forest Avenue and Grove Street. Next stop, Forest Avenue and Bleecker Street. Next stop, Metropolitan Avenue and Forest Avenue. Transfers available to Q39 and Q54. Next stop, Metropolitan Avenue and 60th Place. Next stop, Metropolitan Avenue and 61st Street. Next stop, Metropolitan Avenue and Fresh Pond Road. Transfers available to Q58 and Q67. Next stop, Metropolitan Avenue and Admiral Avenue. Next stop, Metropolitan Avenue and 65th Street. Next stop, Metropolitan Avenue and Rentar Plaza West. Next stop, Metropolitan Avenue and Metropolitan Avenue Middle Village Station. Transfers available to the M train and Q38. Next stop, 69th Street and Metropolitan Avenue. Transfers available to Q38 and Q54. Next stop, 69th Street and 66th Road. Transfer available to Q38. Next stop, 69th Street and 62nd Drive. Next stop, 69th Street and 62nd Avenue. Next stop, 69th Street and Elliott Avenue. Transfer available to Q38. Next stop, 69th Street and 60th Road. Next stop, 69th Street and 59th Drive. Next stop, 69th Street and Caldwell Avenue. Next stop, 69th Street and Grand Avenue. Transfer available to Q18, Q58, Q59 and Q67. Next stop, 69th Street and 55th Avenue. Next stop, 69th Street and 53rd Road. Next stop, 69th Street and 52nd Drive. Transfer available to Q18. Next stop, 69th Street and 52nd Avenue. Next stop, 69th Street and Calamus Avenue. Next stop, 69th Street and Garfield Avenue. Transfer available to Q47. Next stop, 69th Street and 49th Avenue. Next stop, 69th Street and 47th Avenue. Next stop, 69th Street and Queens Boulevard. Transfer available to Q60. Next stop, 69th Street and Woodside Avenue. Next stop, 69th Street and Roosevelt Avenue. Transfers available to the 7 train, Q32 and Q47. Next stop, 69th Street and 37th Road. Next stop, Broadway and 65th Street. Transfers available to the M&R trains. Next stop, Broadway and 35th Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and 61st Street. Next stop, Broadway and 34th Avenue. Transfer available to Q18. Next stop, Broadway and 56th Street. Next stop, Broadway and Northern Boulevard. Transfer available to the M&R trains, Q18 and Q66. This is Q61 to Woodside Northern Boulevard Station.